If you have ground beef, hash browns in one pan, you can make dinner in 30 minutes. Today I'm showing you how to make hamburger hash. It is healthy, delicious, easy, and my favorite, kid approved. Let's get cooking. Before we head over to the stovetop, let's get our onion ready. You need a half an onion diced for this recipe. I'm using a yellow onion, which is my favorite for these one-pot meals. And of course, using our favorite knife. I have this linked in the description below. And I'm gonna be cheating, as always, and using our veggie chopper, also linked in the description below. So when I cut the onion on the halves, I always quarter it, so one more time, and then I add it to the veggie chopper. So in case you haven't heard, we are doing 1 month or one pot recipes all month long. So if you love them as much as we do, make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss out. So look how simple it is, and we have beautifully chopped onions every single time. Head on over to your stovetop, and we're gonna heat a large skillet, or you can use a cast iron skillet over high heat, and add about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm using an olive oil, but you can use vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever you have on hand. Add in those beautifully diced onions and 1 pound ground beef. So I'm using lean based on my preference, but you can definitely use anything you prefer. Use a meat chopper or a sturdy spatula to break up that beef. I just got in this pink one and I'm obsessed with it, and it's my first time using it, so who's excited? It's so cute. It's pink and gold with a nice little gem on top, and of course I'm gonna link it for you in the description. The biggest mistake I see when browning ground beef is people just want to go in and start moving it around constantly, but it actually is easier if you let it sit and brown for a few minutes before you move it around. So try not to touch it for a couple minutes. So when you start seeing the edges get brown, then go in and break it up. See how it's a little brown on the skillet? That is actually good because it's going to add flavor to our hash. We're going to continue to cook it until all the beef is brown. If you try this recipe and you think it's bland, it's because you're skipping this step. Once it's nice and brown, add in 2 teaspoons minced garlic. I'm using pre-minced, but you can mince your own. If you mince your own, do about 2 cloves. We're just going to saute this for about 30 to 60 seconds until you can smell it. Add in about a half a cup of water. And use your spatula. I love this wooden spatula, it's great. And we're gonna just scrape all the brown bits off of the bottom of the pan. This is called deglazing the pan. If you've been following us, you're like, yeah, we know, we heard you talk about it. And we're gonna remind you every single time because this is a flavor booster. Season with 1 teaspoon of salt and then a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Add in a bag of diced hash brown potatoes. This is a 28 ounce bag, but you can add up to 32 ounce because I know they come in different sizes depending on your brand preference. Take your spatula and stir to combine all these ingredients. Turn the heat up while you're stirring to just get the overall heat up in the mixture. You can hear it sizzling, and that's great. Once the heat is nice and high, we're going to cover this and turn the heat down to low. We're essentially steaming these potatoes and cooking them. You want to let this cook for 10 to 12 minutes on low until those potatoes are tender. Now I'm going to come in and toss it every few minutes to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. It's been 3 minutes, let's check. I'm just gonna give it a quick stir and make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom. So far, we are good here. If yours is sticking, add just a little bit of water. Cover it back up and continue to let it cook. It's been 12 minutes. You'll know that it's ready because the potatoes are nice and fork tender, and honestly, I just grab one and taste test it. Let's taste test it. Perfect. Quick tip, now in this recipe the potatoes are softer, they're more steamed. If you want them crunchier and a little more browned, turn your heat up and let it cook on high heat for just a few minutes, stirring it to brown them a bit. But I love them just like this. It's ready to enjoy. My favorite part. Now, what's great about this meal is you can add in, oops, almost burned my hand, friend. You can add in any veggies when you add in the potatoes, and it truly makes it a complete meal. Frozen broccoli, frozen peas, green beans, whatever you like, you could toss it right in. Now, when I make this at home, I just serve it with like a big salad because my family loves salad and it's an easy win. Time for my favorite part of the taste test. Delicious. And if you enjoyed today's video and you love one pot dinners as much as I do, make sure you check out our next video. The ingredients are simple, but the flavor comes together. My kids devour this every time I make it.